Glory behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. God of God, light of
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the TDR Holiday Celebration and 2022 Awards. Most of you know me, I'm Andy. I got Dustin with me tonight. I'm excited to get this show on the road. What do you think, Dustin? Another great year here in TDR. What are you looking forward to tonight?
Just looking out to have some fun with the TDR family, as we got a lot of them up in Discord, hanging out, having fun like we used to back in the days. It's a good feeling to see that again, seeing all the cameras up. If you're at TDR and you want to join the Discord, the links are out there. Get in Discord and join the party tonight and have some fun with everybody. But I'm looking. It was a great year for TDR. A lot of people stepped up, and a lot of people did some extra stuff. And I'm looking forward to 2023.
Well, I'm looking forward to an excellent show tonight, and to everybody out there, cheers to a great 2022, and I look forward to a great 2023. Now let's we got a special message from somebody before we get these awards underway. So let's have a quick listen at that.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. Blair Patterson here with Blair Patterson Racing. I was asked to make a short video of what TDR means to me, and I'm going to try my best on short. It sounds like a really easy question with a really complicated answer, and I've talked about this before, but I just wanted to take this opportunity and talk about it real quick here. What TDR means to me is a lot, really. It truly is. When I first, like a lot of us, saw the post on Facebook about Tyler saying that he's thinking about getting out of racing and not being able to sim race, and because people and officials are toxic, and that's true. And he loves racing, and this is how he wants to race, and all these other things. And he wanted to get out of it because people were treating him mean because he's, I'm not politically correct, so let me just say it the way I say things, right? He's a little bit different than some of us, right? And everybody's a little bit different, and that's okay. And no matter what makes you different, if you love racing, you should love racing. If you want to sim race, you should sim race. If you want to watch and support or whatever you want to do, whatever your involvement level is that makes you happy, you should do that. And you should be able to do that. And other people shouldn't be able to tell you what to do or discourage you or tell you anything different. So do what you want to do. And I just think it's ridiculous that the world is so cruel to people that, if somebody's a little bit different than what they are, they want to be mean and rude and not kind and caring and inclusive and understanding. The way I look at it is if you're a dude, come race. If you're a chick, come race. If you're whatever, come race. It doesn't matter what you are. If you want to race and you love racing, this sport's not just for people that look like me. I know that I'm the target demographic of a NASCAR fan, nailed it. But the sport's not just about me. Everybody should be able to enjoy it at whatever level that they want to enjoy it. That's what Tyler Daniels Racing means to me. It's truly important. And the second part is how charitable TDR is. That's important to me. All the different things that have been done by all the fantastic people, organizing. We're trying to keep this short, but we could name off all the things. And helping people out that need the help. Heck, I still get mail from the Food Bank of Iowa from when that storm went through, and we helped out the Food Bank of Iowa. I still get mail from them once a month looking for another donation, and I smile, and I think to myself, man, I'm happy I got to donate that time when they really needed it. But That's what TDR means to me. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you, Blair. That was awesome. We appreciate you putting that together for us. And that's the perfect message. And it's the perfect message for tonight because in the past we've done awards a little differently. A lot of recognition for, on track, but a lot of off track stuff too. This year, the awards are for the TDR values. And for those of you who may be new to TDR, may or may not know what the values are of TDR, but they are inclusive, charitable, caring, and exciting. Not one of them is winning. So we want to reward those people that show the values tonight. And of course that means, still being on the track, right? Dustin, you can still show those values on the track in different ways.
Yeah, you could show them on the track. You could show them any way in your personal life as well. I mean, out on Facebook, anywhere else, talking to people, helping people out. That's what TDR is meant to be. We're all here to help each other get better at the racecraft we all want to get better every day we touch the track. It's all about having fun and just doing the values and just being out there for them and having fun. I mean, and at the end of the day, that's what we're all there for, is to have fun and to have a family we all can communicate to.
Absolutely. And so in the past, we've done trophies, right?
Yes.
For the for the 20 or for the awards, right? This year, no trophies. No trophies this year. We just want to recognize everybody. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get something for your award, right? And I'm going to get to somebody in a minute. In a few minutes, we're going to get to somebody who made this possible. But I want to show everybody what the award is going to be this year. And Dustin, you know what a challenge coin is?
I've heard a little bit about it. It's you get a challenge to do something. It's something to going above and beyond something that you normally would do, and to help out others in any way you want to look at it. I had a friend explain it to me a lot, and they're really cool coins.
Right, and so they're in all walks of life. Most notably, military has them.
Yep.
Right.
Correct.
Challenge coins. You do something extraordinary within the military, and you get a challenge coin for that. But it's usually something going above and beyond or extraordinary, right? And so that, let's see if we got it, is what we have here. Is the TDR challenge coin. Now tonight, the winners of the awards will receive these challenge coins. They are numbered. Each one of these challenge coins are numbered. We have a few of them. And tonight, the winners are going to get their car number for the challenge coin. But first, before we give out any awards, I think it would be we would be missing out if we didn't give out the first award or first coin to the man whose name is on our league. Right? So
Correct.
The very first challenge coin that will be given out, and you can all see it, it's number 25, is going to Tyler Daniels. So Tyler, thank you for inspiring all of us and instilling these values in all of us. And if you take a look at the coin, it actually has the values on the coin.
Yes, it does. It's a beautiful looking coin.
Yep. So these are the awards this year, but the very first one that has to be given out is to Tyler for inspiring all of us to do what we do every day and inspiring what we do in this league, right? We've tried to run this league with integrity and inclusiveness and a non-toxic environment, and that's what this is all about. So with that, we're going to move on to our first award. But thank you, Tyler. Congratulations on getting the very first TDR challenge coin.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Our first award, okay. for a lot of you racers out there that race with TDR, you don't necessarily see all the work that goes on behind the scenes. We have a team of admins that put in every single day. They're putting something into this league every single day. Whether it be setting up races, making posts, unfortunately, having the discussions about penalties or whatever. But it's a thankless job. A lot of people will come in and sit, watch or they'll race. They don't realize this is getting paid for by the admins too, right? Each race costs money, so each admin is footing the bill, so to speak. Sorry, I'm a little fuzzy after showing the coin. But there's just a lot of work that goes into it. So first award tonight is going to be for the TDR Admin of the Year. And the criteria behind this was, a lot of I took kind of a step back over the last 6 months or more, right? And I was able to do a little observation and see what was going on, but also gave me a break, because when I say there's a lot of work that goes into this with the admin team, like burnout is real. So I was able to step back, view our admins, and see how our admin team was doing, which all of them are phenomenal. I don't have an issue with one admin that we have, right? They're all phenomenal. Dustin, would you like to give out our nominees for TDR Admin of the Year?
The nominees for TDR Admin of the Year are Bob Berlew, Adam Rickey, and Jim Donham.
Yes, all very deserving of this award. They all do small little things to help our group grow, help keep the admin team in check, and hold it on to the day-to-day operations. The winner, I'm going to before I say who the winner is, 2022 would not have been 2022 TDR if it wasn't for this man. Plain and simple, it wouldn't be. He picked up the reins and ran with it when I kind of stepped back. So, with that said, congratulations to Jim Donham.
Congratulations, Jim. You deserve it.
And of course, Jim, you will be receiving the number 28. Obviously we couldn't have done this without Jim this year. Just a lot of things going on. We'll move on to our next award. This one was a little tough to figure out who we had. So many people coming and going, right? But it's our TDR Rookie of the Year. And sticking with giving out the awards for the values, right? It was who came in and embraced the values of TDR. But also got out on the track and, had a good time. Win, lose, draw, whatever. They had a good time and they embraced the values, and they also taught others the TDR values. So Dustin, who do we have for nominees?
Nominees for Rookie of the Year are Jay Donham and Luke Desjardins. I hope I said his name right. I'm pretty sure.
So, yeah, both deserving, right? Jay came in, came out on the track, and then he came in as an admin, do a lot of work with the admin team, is taking over Friday nights.
Helped out in the booth a lot.
Yeah. Luke came in, ran a bunch of leagues. Probably wasn't the fastest driver. Knew, I think, the Legend's the best, but then, tried all the other cars and did his best. Never complained. Never wavered from why he was racing in TDR, right? So, a short story about Luke too. We did have a issue with a TDR member that we ended up having to unfortunately remove from TDR. This young gentleman also lived near Luke. And Luke reached out to him and said, listen, this is what TDR is. Told him a whole story about how he's met people that are different, but we accept them. And explained to this kid that your journey may be over in TDR, but your journey in life dealing with other people is not. So with that, Luke, number 10, Luke Desjardins, our Rookie of the Year.
Congratulations, Luke. Well deserved.
Dustin, I've not been. I got my list here, so I haven't been watching the chat. We got anything going on in the chat before we move on here?
Just a lot of congratulations to Tyler's. Mitch said admins are awesome. Braz TV, Greg said thank you and congratulations, Tyler. When we were playing Blair's video, Blair did chime in and say we had a cameo made by Chewbacca, so that makes it kind of fun. A lot of congrats, Jim, and a lot of congratulations to everybody. Congrats to Jim and Luke for winning the awards, and thanking Blair for the awesome video. But that's about what's going on right now in chat. And chime in at chat. We'll get to you. We'll get there in between awards or every now and then and chat with some people there. It's always fun down there in chat.
Yep, and so our next awards, our single awards, they're not nominee awards.
Right.
They're just people that have done certain things in different aspects of TDR. And one of them is, being part of TDR, but also running something outside of TDR. And with that, you help promote and instill the values of TDR while you're doing it. There's everybody knows it in iRacing, right? There's 100 streamers out there, right? 100 streamers or thousands of streamers
Thousands.
in iRacing. Some conduct themselves well, and some have toxic environments in their chats and whatever. So, Dustin, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what our next award is and who our award winner is.
The next award is Influencer of the Year, and this award goes to the one and only Blair Patterson. Congrats, Blair.
Yeah. Congratulations, Blair. You will receive the 91 challenge coin. Thank you for all you do, Blair. Every night he's streaming, whether it's TDR or not. But even if he's not, and one of us jumps in to his stream, he'll mention TDR, right? And when he's racing, obviously he's putting it up that he's racing with the TDR family. He's in every charity event that we run, and he streams those and really helps to push that, and even puts up the link to donate to his streamers or to his followers and watchers. So thank you, Blair, for all that you do for TDR.
Catching up in chat. Catch up in chat before we go into the next one, Andy. Robert Trask wants to know why you're wearing sunglasses inside. Puppet Master said congrats. Jim Downham says thank you. I do this for the fun of us to come out and have a great time doing what we love best. Well said, Jim, and that's the truth. That's why us admins do what we do. We come out to give everybody a safe place to race and have fun. Blair Patterson said, wow, thanks everyone, I appreciate it. But he said by the way, he changed his number to 11. I don't know what that means if he changed his number. But
Okay.
he says
You get
kidding.
the
I am
11.
still 91. He is kidding. He still gets the 91.
If
And
anybody
a lot of
wants the
congrats, Blair.
91 coin, you can earn it.
He is still in the 91, but I think he was having fun, as Blair always is. He always has fun with whoever he's chatting with, and he gets going well on everything.
Yep. All right, let's move along. Again, we're into these awards that don't really have nominees; they're just people who are recognized for something. Our next award, we have Blair, who's kind of an influencer with his stream, but there's other people that are part of the TDR family, but also may do something outside of TDR within the iRacing community. And we just happen to have somebody who supports TDR that is also one of the greatest or biggest, influential people, I guess you would say, in the iRacing world, in the iRacing community, and will do whatever to support TDR, whether that's giving out setups, and of course I'm giving this away now, right? But giving out setups to us to run, promoting our stuff, helping our community, giving sponsorships to our vets. So obviously I've kind of given away this award, but I can't thank this person enough. And so Dustin, give you the honors.
For supporter of the year, it's the one and only Jeff McConey. And thanks to Jeff for everything that you do for TDR and everything you do for every racer out there that buys your setups and anything that you support.
That's right. So Jeff, you will receive the number three coin. Thank you, Jeff. I mean, I really can't say enough of what he's done for this group, and so many people, and it's funny, I reach out to him at the drop of a hat, and he goes, "Here you go." Whether it's in need of a setup. I'll never forget the one time Tyler selected. We were going to do a birthday race for Tyler. I think he wanted 87s at Pocono. I get out there to set it up, an hour or two before the event goes, and well, there's no setup for the 87s at Pocono and through iRacing. Reach out to Jeff, immediately responds back to me, said, "All right, meet me in a session." Jump in a session with him, and we go running laps around Pocono in the 87 cars to get a setup that just is drivable, right? Something that's driver friendly. And from that, we used that setup. We had a great race for Tyler's birthday. Everybody had a good time. And this was like in an instant, he did this at no charge. So just one of the small things that Jeff does for us. Anything else in chat before we get to the next one?
Just a lot of congrats, Blair, for the influencer of the year. Luke saying, "I'm proud to be a TDR member. Love you all." Blair says, "My man Jeff, congrats, buddy." Mitch was betting on Jeff when you were talking there. Robert Trask, Blair is an awesome influencer. Have you seen the video on how to trim your nose hair? Life changing.
Nice, that's beautiful.
But yeah, I mean, everybody's saying congrats to Jeff, and BizNet says he supports TDR and iRacing 105%, which is the truth for Jeff. He does. He's all over that, and in the real life racing too, and everything he does. And I know the training videos that he has, was it Briar LaPrade put out? I know a lot of people watch them for fixed races to get some tips on how to run qualifying and how to run a track. And Jeff, we can't thank you enough. I mean, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for everything you do for us here at TDR.
Absolutely, and so everybody knows, we don't just let anybody post outside stuff in TDR. There's a lot of stuff that gets posted we decline, right? There is one person who has basically an open invitation to post whatever they want from outside of TDR, and that is Jeff, because of everything that he does for us. Also, speaking of Blair, before we move on to the next one, I know everybody's kind of excited, wants to get on the track tonight too. I teased this in a post earlier. So We do have racing tonight after the show. The session will open at 9 o'clock. There is a 45-minute practice. That way we don't run into each other here. We will be doing drag racing at Sonoma in the same cars as last night. I don't know what they were, minus the 87s. I thought he was running the 87s, but it's minus the 87s.
He had a few different cars in there last night. I jumped in there. Like one was the Cadillac GT3. He had a 410 Sprint, a super late model sprint or dirt car. Good choice of cars and a good event to have some fun in tonight. Thank you, Blair, for putting this event on.
If you have not gone to Sonoma and just messed around and found the drag strip and just had some fun with it, you're missing out. So make sure you hit that tonight because it is a ton of fun. And probably by the end of the racing part, we've been in sessions for the drag racing where we just go to the end and sit there and wait and let two people race, and the winner is the first one hit somebody sitting at the end. I mean, that's it's a ton of fun. Session name will be BPR LK Design Sonoma Drag Racing, also hosted by Logan Keyes. So if you look up Keyes under host of session, as Keyes, you will be able to find the session as well. So make sure you look for that starting at 9 o'clock. I want to make sure I get that out there so everybody has that. All right, next award before we get into the big awards. There is, I've been doing TDR. This is now 3 years, I think, since day one. So I think it's 3 years. There's people that come and go, right? And then there's people that come and they embrace the values. They know the values. They live the values. They try to push the values. For one reason or another, they may go away for a while, right?
Yeah.
But they return because TDR means something to them. The family atmosphere that everybody's, having a good time doing tonight up in the Discord, right? We got a ton of people up in Discord sharing their video, got their cameras on. So people come back. They miss the family atmosphere. Also, on top of that, before I go into that, Dustin, do you want to go into the award?
The award for Comeback Person of the Year is Jeremy Gaiman. Welcome back, buddy. I know we're all happy to see you on track and in Discord and in our lives.
Yeah, welcome back, Jeremy. And I've already reached out to Jeremy. Everybody knows Jeremy is the 9. I had the 9 in my hand today. It has magically disappeared from that bar over there. Because if you look closely, all the other coins are stacked there on the bar. I've gone through that Christmas box too to see if it's in there, and I don't know. So right at the moment, and this is for him to keep, even when I find the 9, and I'll explain why. Jeremy, you're getting the very first produced TDR coin, the number 1. And I'm going to explain to everybody why Jeremy's getting the number 1. I'm sure everybody loves these coins. They look awesome. They have value behind them because of what they stand for. But to let everybody know, these coins wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Jeremy. Jeremy's the one that put them together. Jeremy is the one that got them and shipped them to me. So he deserves number 1 to begin with.
Either way.
So Jeremy, you'll be getting that, and I thank you, and I know the whole TDR family thanks you for providing this to us, so that we could give these out, and we'll explain how you can get them, down the line. Anything in the chat? before we move on to the big awards?
Just a lot of congrats to Jeff yet. And you mentioned that Logan Kaiser would be the host in the hosted race. Mitch Heiding said the practice was awesome last night for the drag race practice that Blair and Logan put on. Congrats, Jeremy. Jim goes, welcome back, gaming. Braz TV, same thing. Welcome back, Jeremy. And Jaron O'Neill chimes in with, that's my buddy, Jeremy. Congrats.
And it's well deserved, right? Like, we all missed him.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody needs to go into why he took a hiatus or anything like that. It's just, we welcome him back. We're glad to have him, right?
Welcome back with arms wide open. We're happy to see him back on the track and in our lives for sure.
That's right. So the next awards, we've got, how many we got left, Dustin? 4?
We have 4 of the main award, or 4 awards left to give out to people out there in YouTube land.
So these awards, Dustin, we talked at the top of the show. What are these awards given out for?
For the values of TDR, the inclusive, caring, charitable, and exciting, which we all should portray in our lives and on track, off track, anything we do outside of TDR, inside of TDR. They're great values to have in your life all over the place.
And how many values was that?
4.
And how many awards do we have left?
I believe 4.
Oh my goodness, isn't that amazing?
Oh wow, isn't it amazing? It is fantastic.
So these next awards are going to be 1 award per value.
Yep.
And so each nominee to these awards showed in some way that value, right? And before we announce winners, we'll explain to you how we think those people have done that. So the first award is for inclusive. And who's our first nominee? Dustin?
First nominee is Adam Ricky.
Right. For those of you who have not taken advantage of Adam, you're missing out. This guy, everybody knows he's fast on the track. He wins races. Again, winning is not one of our values.
Oh.
But he is an open book. If you just go to him and say, hey, I need some help on this track, this whatever, can you help me out? He's got this Banff racing school that I think he's just about invited everybody to do, right? That he is by far inviting and inclusive to everybody when it comes to trying to help you out on the track. So those of you who don't know it, reach out to Adam if you need some help with something. I guarantee he will make time for you. Might not be like at the drop of a hat, right? Like we've got lives, he's got a family, he's got a job, but he will get with you and help and do some things to help you out. Who is
Top
our
of that
next?
too. Hold on, before we move on to the next one. On top of that, with what he does with the endurance racing too, as well.
Yeah.
Getting more people involved in the endurance races, and that's what got me more involved. And if you haven't done the endurance races, Adam is great help with that. Reach out to Adam, and he'll get us in our get you in our chat, and we'll have some fun with that for sure.
Yeah,
and endurance racing is a blast.
He has opened that up to everybody. So again, being inclusive, everybody is invited to join the TDR endurance team. He helps put together the teams. You know, we got the upcoming Daytona 24, and the Roar is coming up. So if you're interested, get with us, and we'll get you into those chats and those sessions. Who's our next nominee?
The next nominee is Bob Berlew.
You can't say enough about Bob, right? He's like the quiet killer sometimes too. But if anybody out there looks at a post on iRacing Community or any of the other iRacing groups, and somebody's looking for a league, I guarantee you see Bob Berlew commenting, "Come join TDR."
Definitely.
Right? So, talk about being inclusive. It doesn't matter. He doesn't know who these people are. He doesn't know how good of a racer they are or how bad of a racer they are. But he's inviting them to join the family, and that's what this is all about: being inclusive to everybody in a non-toxic environment. Next nominee.
The next nominee is Jim Downham.
Same with Jim, right? With
Same
the
concept, yeah.
with the endurance racing, with the commenting on all the posts, you see Jim out there too. He's also the one that tries to get all the invite. When you guys send in your request to join a league, he's probably the one that's jumping on it trying to get it done. Right?
99.9% of the time, yes.
So he wants everybody out there to be able to race. So, again, with being inclusive, he's trying to get everybody to be involved under the TDR umbrella. So, we have a winner for the Inclusive Award. And who would that be, Dustin?
Winner of the Inclusive Award is Adam Ricky. Congrats, Adam.
Number 2.
The Deuce.
The Deuce. The Deuce is loose. Congratulations, Adam. It's well deserved, especially with this endurance stuff and all the other things you try and do to help everybody out. So we appreciate everything you do to be inviting and open to everybody in the TDR family. All right. Moving on to the next value award. Caring.
Good old
Dustin,
caring.
let's talk about our nominees.
The first nominee for caring is Adam Ricky as well.
There he is again, right? We're living all the values when it comes to Adam. If somebody, again, this goes along the lines of if you need help, Adam's an open book. There's a lot of iRacers out there, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them are in TDR that are really good drivers that won't share a thing with you because they don't care if you get better, because if you do, they can't beat you. But we do, when it comes to Adam, he wants you to race him hard and he wants you to be able to beat him. So he cares enough to take the lowest driver in TDR, no matter who that is, and try to help them.
Yeah. Short little memory of Adam. We were racing at Bristol and I was racing him hard and I was holding him up. And we ended up getting together as kind of a racing incident, and I told him I'm sorry and all that. And he goes, "No, I want you to race me hard. Put your door to my door and let's have some fun." And that's what he wants. And I appreciate everything, all the help you've given every one of us, Adam, for sure.
Who is our next nominee?
The next nominee for caring is Brian Boyd.
If you guys haven't had the opportunity to actually sit down and get to know and talk to Brian, he's been to TDR, track days events. He's all over the internet and probably friends with most of us on Facebook, right? But what I see him doing is when somebody needs help, when it comes to like a computer issue or whatever, he's the first one to respond. He's the first one to say, let's get in Discord. I'll get in Discord with you. I will help you fix whatever. No matter if it takes 15 minutes or 15 hours, Brian is there. I'll also tell you another thing about Brian is when he sees somebody on Facebook posting that they're just having a bad time or whatever, he messages me and says, "Is this person okay?" He wants to always make sure that everybody is okay. Might be a little rough around the edges on the racetrack, but when it comes to, caring about you personally, there's nobody better than Brian.
His heart is wide open to anybody and anything he can help in.
Next.
The last nominee for carrying is Jim Downham.
I don't think I really have to say much about him, do I?
Gentleman Jim. I mean,
I think we've talked about Jim half the night already.
Right.
Like, if every time I talk to Jim, or anybody's in Discord with Jim, what's the last thing he says before he signs off?
Good night, everybody.
Love you.
And love you too. Yep. Love you all. Have a good night.
No. I don't think there's a bad bone in Jim's body. Unless
If it is, it's very small.
there's only one time there's been a bad bone in Jim's body, and that was in a grudge match.
Yeah.
I think.
But
it's all
he
players.
made that move work. And to be honest, Adam Rickey does want to be raced hard, and that's who he raced hard against with that bad bone. So, and it was a fun race to watch. And Jim, we do love you. You say it to us all the time, like Andy said, and we love you as well.
Yep. So all three nominees very, very
Very deserving.
worth this award. Dustin, do the honors.
The winner of the Carrying Award goes to Brian Boyd. Congrats, Brian. You deserve it.
78. 78, Brian. Thank you for all that you do. I know you've spent a lot of time with Les online, getting him up and running. You've messaged me a lot when you see somebody's, thinks that they're in need.
Helped me out with some of my problems this season as well. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Boyd, for being there for me.
It goes a long way.
So, catching up a chat before we go to the next award, Andy. Lysander, congrats, Adam. Well deserved. Adam says thank you. One word, family, and that's what it is. Blair also says Jim has picked up a ton of speed on the track this year, which he has. He's raced really hard. Brass TV says, way to go, Brian. Congratulations. And congrats, Boyd. It was awesome meeting you this year from Blair Patterson. Great words out there in YouTube land.
Awesome. Love it. I love you guys chiming in. This is freaking awesome. I love it.
Yeah, we love it. That's what we want.
Next award is charitable. Next value is charitable. And charitable goes a lot of different ways, right? And that's giving of your time. That's giving of, monetary. That's helping out with charitable events, things of that sort. So there's a lot of different ways you can grab that award. But Dustin, our nominees.
Nominee number one for the charitable value is Mitch Eiting.
If you guys didn't see the pictures from last year, and of course this is last year, but I think it was after the awards, of the teddy bear event. No, I don't know. Mitch, I don't even remember the amount of teddy bears. It was too many. They went from floor to ceiling in my house.
It was a lot of teddy bears.
But Mitch met me up in Dayton, Ohio, so that we could deliver them. He made the connection with the hospital for us. I know it was an awesome event, right? And then going into this year, we tried to do the teddy bear event again, and Mitch did a lot of legwork to try and make it happen. We had some ideas we wanted to do. Mitch spent a lot of time talking with the hospital, being on conference calls, whatever, when it came to trying to get these things done. We hit some snags. That's why we didn't do it. Just putting it out there, we hit some snags, and so we didn't do it this year. And then on top of it, every time we do an event, Mitch is a giver. Like, not everybody can give, $1 million like Mitch does. But I wish it was $1 million. But not everybody can donate every time, right? But Mitch finds a way to donate what he can, and we appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, Mitch.
Next up,
Next nominee for charitable is Aaron Johnson.
Yeah, Aaron's another giver, right? When it comes to the every event, whether he's racing it or not, he is donating to each and every event. And when I say donating, everybody, you don't have to donate a ton of money every time, but if it's $5, $10, whatever it is, it goes a long way to these events that we run. One of the latest being that Tyler's sister's funeral expenses, which I will tell you, we were able to raise enough money to completely pay off that funeral.
Thanks everyone out there for the donations for that as well.
Yeah.
And all the donations we got this year.
So, but every time we've got something, Aaron's involved and he's donating. So thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
Our last nominee.
I feel like I've said his name a million times tonight, but it's Jim Downham.
I'm just tired of talking about it.
Tired of talking about Jim at this moment. but that just shows what Jim does in our lovely family that we have, our community that we call a family, and what he does for TDR and all that. Thank you, Jim, for all you do again as well.
Yeah. So the one thing I'm going to tell you about Jim is everybody knows about BACC charities, right? And BACC charities is how we are able to collect all these funds for TDR, make it tax deductible to one charity for you all. Because if you don't just give to like one charity enough, you don't like the tax write-off. It doesn't matter, right? You won't get anything. But Jim is the only TDR member that has set up a monthly donation to TDR or to BACC charities. And that is something you all can do because we had I tell everybody we had a meeting yesterday with the admins. One thing we're going to be doing is running a fundraiser because I talked about this earlier, how everybody pays, the admins pay for all our races. So we're going to be doing a fundraiser to see if we can't alleviate some of that cost. Easy way to do that. Set up a $5, $10 monthly donation to BACC charities. That money's going to go right back to you guys.
Goes right back into TDR.
Yeah. So once again, all deserving nominees.
Yeah, all deserving nominees.
Dustin, do we have a winner?
I think so. I think we found a winner.
So
I think we found a winner.
You know what? I just took their money and ran, so they don't get an award. How's that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. No, but the winner for the Charitable Value Award goes to Mitch Eiting. Congratulations, Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch, thank you for all the help that you have put forward into helping us. There is your 19 coin. So thank you, Mitch. I really appreciate everything he's done. I'm telling you, I don't even know where I was going anymore. I go too many places, but I think I was going to North Carolina to see Blair. And while I was on the road, Mitch was on a conference call with the hospital about our possible teddy bear event, and was able to call me and give me a recap of that during, while I was on the road. And I can't thank him enough for everything that he's stepped up and done. You want to check in on our
Adam chat?
Check in our chat before we give away our final award.
Adam chimes in with Mitch has helped the nonprofit I work at as well from his professional capacity. I know Adam appreciates that, Mitch. Puppet Master said, help me out with my son's biggest want for Christmas this year. Guessing that's who he's talking about as well. A lot of congrats, Bob Boyd, for winning his award. Other than that, a lot of thank yous to Mitch now as well. It's chat's going off and it's fun. And Mitch says thank you all. So to cap that off for this run.
So we got one more award.
One more award.
What is that award?
Exciting.
Right. So the exciting value replaces the award that we have done in the past for driver of the year. Okay. And changing it up in the aspect of, again, the value is not winning, right? But being exciting, winning can be exciting, right?
It'd be very exciting.
But it's all how you do the winning,
How you get to that point.
And when you win, what do? Are you boastful? Or are you, just a graceful winner?
Grace.
Right? Do you go out there and post that you've won 900 races in TDR this year and you're looking for your 6 millionth championship? Or do you just take the win and say, hey, thanks, it was a fun race?
Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Right? And that's what it means to be exciting in TDR, because again, the value is not winning, right? It's being good on the track, respectful on the track, having good, clean battles with people. Even whether you win or whether you come in, second, third, or 10th or whatever, you're out there racing hard, clean, and being respectful on the track. That is exciting. How exciting now replaces driver of the year. Nominees, please.
Nominee number one for exciting, Adam Ricky.
You ever see this guy boast about winning?
Oh, he wants everybody else to get better. Hey, Adam, what brake bias you running? What steering ratio? What offset?
Yeah, he's like, hey, cool. And so quick story about Adam. I don't know what race it was in, but I was on track. I had got myself in trouble. I think I bounced the wall or something. Messed up my car pretty good. It wasn't moving very fast. I know it was down in power. So I'm just cruising along, and there's nobody near me. Cruising along. I'm even looking at my relatives. There's nobody there. And then all of a sudden, here's Adam. In my rear. Like literally. In the rear of my car. Or I moved up in front. He's just blowing the field away, and I wreck him. And I'm like, oh man, Adam, I'm sorry. That's all on me. I'm sorry. He goes, it's cool. No big deal.
That's what it is.
He goes and gets his fast repair, and I think he still wins the race.
More than likely, yeah.
But I never see him boasting about winning really ever. But he's one of the better drivers on the track. If you guys remember last year, he did come in second in the Driver of the Year award. Rutledge Wood did tell him he needed to get on that elevator.
Good old elevator. Come back to the end of last year, the elevator. Perfect.
Yes. So that's Adam for you. Next up.
Next nominee for exciting is David Trumbley.
I don't know how many races this kid has won this year. He's won a ton in the Iconic Series.
Yep.
He's won a ton. I think he's got multiple championships this year. But I don't know about it because I don't see him going, oh, I did this.
I won.
He's just, again, a very graceful,
consistent driver.
Consistent, graceful winner. And that is what. And if you're ever running around David, except for once, I'll have one time. But if you're ever running around David, you're going to get a hard race, but a clean race.
Very clean race.
And if he also knows that if you're faster than him, he's going to move out of your way. So respectful on the track, too. Next up.
The last nominee for exciting, It's Devin Zimmerman.
I mean, how many times has he won the freaking vets?
A few. A couple.
I mean, this dude, like, for a while until Ethan really come on and give him a challenge, it was the Devin show.
Yeah, a couple
Right.
seasons ago, I think it was Kazi that gave Devin a run. But yeah,
Yeah.
right now it is
And
Ethan.
I can tell you, being on the broadcast, and me and you broadcasted for a while, and then Jay and Tommy kind of took it over. Every time we interviewed him, humble, just humble, and giving a shout out to somebody he was battling, or somebody that was in second, or somebody that was in third. It was never, oh yeah, I was the greatest thing out there today.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
calm and collected.
again, this is about being a good driver, but also being humble. And Devin, when it comes to the vet series, is that guy.
By far one of my favorite people to interview after a race, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that comes to the end of our nominees and our big award. Do we even want to give it out?
I don't know. Do we want to?
All right. Good night, everybody. All right, Dustin. I suppose we have to give this one away.
Yeah, we do have to give this one away. All three nominees are well deserved of this award. Loved racing around every one of you this year when I got the chance to. But the winner of Exciting is David Trumbley. Congrats, David. You deserve it.
David Trumbley. 96. If you can see it. 96. It is 96. I promise you it's 96.
Everybody that was nominated tonight deserved to be nominated for a reason.
Absolutely.
And thank everybody in TDR for everything that they've done this year for TDR, from the bottom of our hearts, for sure.
So let's talk about real fast. I know the session is not up yet. So if you guys are looking for the session, it's not up yet. Just got a message from Logan. He's running a little behind. He will have it up shortly once he gets home. So just look for it in a few minutes. Everybody's going to want one of these coins.
Right. I know I want one.
How
I know, Andy, you want one.
Because I'm going to tell you this. This is the one and only award show that will
That they're giving away.
That these will be given away as awards for the award show.
Right.
So, if you want one going forward, Dustin, how are you going to get one?
Live out the values, go above and beyond, challenge yourself to do something more than what anybody else is doing. And the admins will nominate somebody, and it's going to come down to a pretty much a unanimous decision by the admins if this person deserves it. Can't wait to see what people want, what people try to do to get one of these coins and how they get one. I mean, it's going to be fun. I know people are probably racking their minds right now. I'm like, well, what can I do to make this better? How can I be like our winners this year for these coins and stuff? And, like an Adam Rickey, a Brian Boyd, a Jim Downham, and Mitch, all the winners, how can I be more exciting and caring and inclusive and charitable throughout next year?
Right.
And they can be given out at any time. Too. That's not something that's just the end of the year thing. This could just be randomly given out to this person when and if they deserve it.
That's right. And so 2023 is going to be the year of regaining the values of TDR. And I think I've said this 3 times, but Dustin, remind us what one of those values is not.
Winning.
So I don't care if you're the last place guy every single race. If you're coming out and you're having fun and you're enjoying what we do at TDR and the values that we place on this group, then you are eligible for one of these. Right? Because it's not about going out there and being the top dog every week. It's about being part of the family. So everybody's eligible. Everybody heard that. We're going to be I know we're going to see like 100 million posts now on iRacing community. Everybody's going to be join TDR, join.
Which is fine, and we do want that. We want more people to come in TDR, but it's it's stuff that we all normally do now. It's something that we got to go above and beyond. And I mean, I want to challenge everyone in the TDR community to challenge them to get one of these coins. We all, I mean, if you don't want one, I mean, I understand that, but I mean, they look sweet. It'd be good to add to the collection. As Devin Zimmerman said, that number 93 coin has a wonderful place in front and center in my coin case. So I mean, I know Devin's gonna drive for that and get that 93 coin. And you're not guaranteed your car number. If it's gone, you got to pick the next number. We can't guarantee your car number as well. But I mean, we all got to drive forward and strive forward for this and have fun with TDR, and get TDR back on track, which I'm not saying it was ever really off track, but get TDR back on track with the values. Hopefully have more charity races and stuff like that, and they could turn into challenge races as well. I mean, we never know, but we need everybody to go above and beyond and have fun with TDR and have fun with the community that's up in the driver's lounge right now. I don't remember the last time I've seen this many people up there, Andy.
I don't need it. And I'm telling you, this is what I want to see more of, right? When you look in the driver's lounge now, this is what TDR used to have. It was every Friday night there was happy hour starting at 7 o'clock before the 8 o'clock race. You'd have 10, 15 guys up there just hanging out, having a good time, telling stories, enjoying each other's company. Almost every single night, people be hanging out after the races. Just having a good time. It wasn't hanging out. It wasn't after the races we're reviewing 900 different incidents. It was we were just having a good time.
Sitting back, recapping the race, and talking like a family should.
Absolutely. No matter what happened on that track and how you finished, you were enjoying your time with the people that you were surrounded with. So looking forward to a lot more of that in 2023.
Mitch does chime in. Yes, charity races. If there's charity races out there that you guys want to see TDR and BACC charities run, bring them up. Bring them up. Yep. Bring it up to an admin. They can bring it to the admin group and Andy and everybody. And I think we all want to see more charity races. Raise money for a good cause. I think we all want to see that. And
I think the good cause that we will be running first, sometime in the end of January, will be the TDR fundraiser.
Perfect.
Again, I did the math with the admins yesterday, and for those of you who aren't aware out there, to run TDR, just the races alone for a year costs around $500.
Right. Adds up quick.
Yeah. And your admins who are putting on the races and having to deal with people complaining about schedules and complaining about the car and track combo and all this are the ones that are footing the bill.
They put a lot of effort and brain power and time into doing this. Setting up the sessions is not a quick thing. As Jim is probably telling everybody in the driver's lounge right now, but it's not an easy thing to make up. I made an Xfinity race, the last race of the year, and Jim pointed out to me that I had 1 minute and 20 minutes of qualifying for 2 laps at the Charlotte Roval. They only had enough for the race for like 45 minutes. I apologize to everybody out there in the Xfinity series. I'll get better at that. But, mistakes can happen. And when we're trying to make these events, we're trying to make you all want to enjoy them and want to come race with us. And we don't want to force you guys to go out and buy all these tracks. We want to run tracks that we all love to race and have fun. We got so many other admins. Andy, do we want to name off all the admins?
Yeah, I think they all deserve a
little tip of the cap to every admin out there in the TDR world.
Yeah. So, because I would have to think off the top of my head,
and we don't want to miss anybody.
I'm going to look at the list.
Let's do that.
So, obviously, Dustin, right, is one of your admins. Took a little hiatus from the Wednesdays, but was running your Wednesday night races. Jim Downham, who everybody has talked about today. Tommy Upside Down. Hebert. Brad Hunt. Andrew Bisnet, Greg Brazo, Adam Rickey, Bob Burlew, Aaron Johnson, Jay Downham, and myself. And as a honorary admin, it has been listed is Tyler.
Thanks to all of them out there. A little round of applause for them. I'm not going to clap too loud so they don't blow you guys out. But
Yeah.
thanks to every admin out there. If you see any admins out and about over this holiday break, racing with them or in the fun races that come up next week or just in Discord, thank them admins for everything that they do. And I would have to say, especially Jim, for everything that he did this season or this year for TDR. We can't thank Jim enough, but I thank every admin for what they stepped up and did this year. We had a couple new admins step up and run some leagues, and they've done well, and looking forward to what next year brings for the whole admin team. Keep it strong, guys.
Yep. So that is going to do it for the awards show, but still hang with us because we're going to bring some guys down and talk to them about what they thought of the show, what they thought about the about the show, about winning an award, whatever we feel like talking to somebody about. But Dustin, check the chat one more time. If anybody knows if the session is up yet, please let me know in chat as well. I know we are waiting on.
Sharon O'Neill says, great award show. Congrats to all the winner. Well deserved. Merry Christmas to all. Looking forward to 2023. Merry Christmas to you as well, Sharon. Puppet Master said, like I said, the foot bill for the Vets League series. He'll put the bill for the Vets League series. Adam Rickey, no one was concerned. We all wanted out of the Roval. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better, Adam. David Tremblay and goes, hey, I kind of like the Roval, just not in the last turn. So obviously a lot of people are having fun in chat, and I know everybody's having fun up in the driver's lounge. I don't want to interrupt anybody, but who would you want to talk to first? I have one in mind as who I'd want to interview first.
Well, before we do that, I want to let everybody know the session is up. You can look up Logan, Keyes under hosted, or the session name is, excuse me, Test and Tune BPR Sonoma Drag Polls.
If you're interested in that, with how they ran that last night, he lined up. I had a five number countdown and a go, and just go and have some fun in the event with Blair and Logan and with the community. It's really fun. If you've not tried it, I urge you to go try it. It is a blast.
So go ahead, keep us on in the background. But go ahead and put, if you want to get into the session, do that. We'll still be talking to people, so you can keep us up in the background if you want to listen. And yeah, so let's. Who is that person you would like to talk to first? Dustin?
The gifter of coins, the comeback man of the year is who I kind of want to talk to first, if that's right with you.
Yeah,
I can bring him down if you want.
Let's get the game in. Down here, get him all dialed up there, Dustin. If you know how.
It's been a while since I've done this.
I don't think you know how. I'm not sure you know how to dial anybody in anymore. But if he's with us,
Jeremy, welcome to the chat.
If you've dialed it up and he would like to, he can turn his camera back on as well.
Maybe he went AWOL on us.
Yeah, Jeremy, are you with us in the award, TDR award show?
Yes, yep, I gotcha.
He is there. He's playing shy. Doesn't want to turn on his camera yet, but that's all right.
Hang on,
We might have got him away from the computer.
we probably did. I'm sorry if you were taking a restroom break.
No, it says I can't stream into this channel.
Oh well, there you go. So you're out of luck. That's all right.
We'll work on that.
So first thing I want to say is thank you for these awesome coins. They look phenomenal. They are way cool. Welcome back to TDR. I know everybody missed you. So why don't you tell us what this means, what TDR means to you now that you're back?
Yeah, no, it was a long 7 months being away. It was a long. I looked at that box of coins every once in a while, and I'm like, man, I gotta do something about that. And finally, I just said, I gotta do it. So I decided, it's time to send them off to you, and was I was surprised when 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 you got them, and I got the reaction I did from you, and uh, and got the invite to come back right away. So I appreciate that. I really do. You guys have no idea how much I missed you all, missed the group, missed the family. Um, it was a long time away, and I'm just happy to be back. It means a lot to be back, and just the voices and the the, the chatter and the talk. Uh, it just means a lot to be back. I don't have words to tell how much it means.
Well, I think everybody in the TDR family is happy to have you back. Um, and in that long 7 months, you have somewhere along the lines you found the magic of speed too, because you came back and I'm like, oh my God, Jeremy's one to contend with now.
Yeah, I may have found a few little tricks here and there, and I'm getting a little better. Honed the skill a bit. I'm still a little rough around the edges. I'm still trying to get more consistent, but got some fundamentals honed in, and I feel a lot faster, and I've been working on some things, and just got to get a little more consistent lap after lap, and I'll be a top contender, I think, after a little bit.
It's great to have you back. When I saw you were back, I was really excited. I missed hearing your voice and everything that you gave to TDR and all the hard work you did. Welcome back from the bottom of my heart. I guess, I mean, what are you looking forward to in 2023 for TDR and yourself?
Just I'm hoping that we can get back to nights like this. Honestly, just where we're all hanging out, talking, chatting, being you know being the family that we used to be. Um,
Yeah.
uh, let me say this. In the 7 months that I was gone, um, I did race with another group for a little while, uh, and it was nothing like this. Nothing like TDR. Let me tell you, there were a group that was structured a lot like TDR, in the way that they set up their league, where they had different leagues every night of the week, different, and but just the family aspect was missing. The camaraderie between the 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 drivers, and it just wasn't there. Everybody just logged on when it was time to race, and then we raced and logged off when it was afterwards, and you know it just wasn't the same. It just I missed this, and I'm just so glad to be back and to have it back.
Absolutely. So what did
Absolutely.
you've been a part of these awards shows before. So how did you feel about the change in the award show?
It, I like the way it went tonight. It was it flowed very well. It was fun to watch. Uh, had it moved along very well. We did a good job of presenting and keeping them moving. It was great.
So once again, you get the number one coin. You will get the number nine when it turns up. It is not in that pile over there. I have counted and counted and counted and counted. I don't know. I don't know where I put it. I guess I went and got a. I guess I had it in my hand and went and got a piece of bacon. I don't really know what happened. Like,
Somewhere it'll turn up.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
I spent when I messaged you, it was 2 hours looking for it. I'm sure I spent at least 4 hours looking for it today. But it's one of those things where when I'm just gonna be sitting somewhere, I'm like, there it is. Or we're putting away Christmas decorations, and it will still show up in that box that I've been through 17 times.
Not usually how it goes anyway.
But thanks for doing what you did, Jeremy, and welcome back. And Dustin, you got anything else for him?
No, I was pretty much saying the same thing you did. Just welcome back. Happy to see you back. Looking forward to getting on the racetrack with you next year, and looking at what else we all can bring to 2023 at TDR and have some fun. I'm happy to see you back from the bottom of my heart. Welcome back.
Yep, absolutely. It's great to be back. Thanks for having
We'll
me.
get you up there with the family so you can hang out and enjoy the party. And if you're racing tonight, good luck.
Yep, have fun in the race. If you go racing that, we'll catch you after the show.
All right, thank you.
We do have a
Got him.
comment about.
We do have a comment.
2 comments about Jeremy. It's awesome to hear his voice, and and Sharon says, I was excited to hear you are back. I am your #1 fan.
Which was what Sharon said there back when I was in the vet spot races. Every time we asked who was going to win, she always said, "It's Jeremy's night to win. It's got to be Jeremy's night to win. I'm your #1 fan. It's got to be Jeremy's night to win." So,
Well, with the new skill that he's brought back, he's a contender every night.
yeah, he's gonna put out some. I think I raced with him maybe in one race, and I noticed he was a little different racer than what he was 7 months ago when he left us for a little bit for what he needed to. And I'm excited to see him back, and knowing how caring and stuff he can be too. I went down if he shares maybe some of them secrets hopefully down the line with us after he owns them in and helps us all out, which I know he will. But yeah, like I said, Jeremy, welcome back. We're happy to have you.
Should we get the guy that's we like said his name 900 times tonight? Or do we just not want to even say his name anymore?
Is that an Adam or a Jim? But I know you're talking about Jim. I think we do have to talk to Jim and everything. I'll get him brought down here.
And as you try to figure that out again, I guess.
I'm getting a little bit better at this. I just got to lean a little farther over than I'm used to. Hey, Jim, welcome to the booth. How you doing tonight, bud?
Doing great.
First of all, congratulations on the award. I want to say that. I'm going to send it off to Andy. Go ahead, Andy. Ask your question. The hard-hitting questions of the night.
Yeah, congratulations, Jim. I'm tired of saying Jim.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Tell us what your feelings are and what TDR means to you.
Emotional.
Well, don't cry on me.
I'll cry on us.
I think he muted his mic now. Like, now what do we do?
I think he forgot he's probably on push to talk.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Hang on 1 second. Hang on.
Oh, I think he might have hopped in that lovely session that Blair and Logan put up.
He just bush leagued us.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, guys.
We pulled him into the booth. He bush leagued us, told us to hold. He left.
Oh. Something must be going on. So we'll have to pull him back in.
He went back to the driver's lounge.
Yeah, he might be talking to somebody about the thing. But Jim, if you're still listening, if you want to come down and talk, just pop into car waiting, and we'll bring you back in here when we need you or when you can. Deal with what you got to deal with.
Let's get. Is Boyd available?
Yeah, he's sharing his screen, which we can make that work. But
Jim's
Hello.
we got Jim back.
Jim's back.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah. I hear you, but we have the chat going on, and I'm listening to YouTube, and I hear the chat going on, so it's difficult to hear.
Oh, you're listening on the screen yet, I suppose too. And
Yeah. So we got Discord. Yeah, we got Discord going on.
It's all good.
I got 50 voices. I got 50 voices in my ear.
So let's ask the question again. How do you feel about tonight, and what does TDR mean to you?
What can I say? Emotional. Um, it's my family. I love this group, and I'm short for words tonight. I really am.
That don't happen very often, Jim. I mean that in the best way possible. Usually, we had a good conversation last night, and I thank you for that. I had a good conversation last night. You're always out there to help other people out and pick people up when they're in need. I know TDR appreciates you for that, and every award you were nominated for tonight, you deserved. What are you looking forward to in 2023?
Bigger and better TDR. More group of cars, a group of guys together. I want to see a full car field every week. That's the goal. If we can get 30 cars every night on the track with all the friends, and for having a great time. I mean, the more that's out there, the better it is. You get tired of racing 7 cars. We want 35 car field would be excellent.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on all your nominations and your award tonight. I know you got a lot going on right now, and you're trying to get in the race. So we're gonna send you back to the party, and we will talk to you soon, Jim. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you guys both. Thank you all for everything you do, Andy. Appreciate it.
We'll talk to you after a little bit, Jim. Have a good night.
All right. Bye
bye.
So he's got voice. Jim's got voices in his head.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of voices in his head. But we have joining us now, and I made him stop sharing his screen and all that, is Brian Boyd. Brian, welcome to the TDR Award Show. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I'm going to lead this off by saying you asked me, I don't know how many times or how many different ways about tonight's show, and
you were sealed tighter than a clam.
I gave you nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
How do you feel now?
I feel pretty good, man. I still think that my vote that I put in chat should have went to Jim for the carrying award. He helped me get my son's major Christmas wish item.
Awesome.
That's great to hear. That's what the TDR family is meant to be, is help each other out and care for each other and all the values.
But you have done so much. Yeah, you've done so much for other people, especially when it comes to their computer issues. I can't count how many times you've reached out to me and been like, "Hey, I saw this on Facebook. Everything going all right." I don't want to mention names or anything, but you're always looking out for everybody, and that's why you were nominated and ultimately won the award.
Well, I thank you guys. I feel like that's just something that the military's instilled in me, caring about my soldiers and just caring about people in general. Lost too many when I was younger that I didn't take the time to think about other people's feelings. As a young guy, we're all gun ho, right? So, through life lessons, I learned to worry about other people's feelings and where their heart and their mind's at.
Absolutely. And man, I had a question, but I don't remember it. Dustin, what do you got?
I've asked a couple of people that have been in here, but what are you looking? What does TDR mean to you, and what are you looking forward to in 2023?
I had to piggyback off of Jim. I'd like to see full fields, and the continuation of no bickering over, or berating of other people over the open comms, like how TDR's, not allowing people to strike at people or hurt at, belittle people. It's so awesome being in an environment where if you make a mistake, the worst you're going to get is don't worry about it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely. It's very rare. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, maybe it's the end of the year and the whole, sundowners that people get. But seems like the end of the year is the only time we ever start getting into these penalties. And then the end of the,
Don't even
then the
start.
the new year starts over, and all of a sudden it's like everybody's a happy family again. I don't know.
It's almost like the holiday stress gets to people and it shows up on the racetrack.
I know I'm guilty, and I'm still, like you said, I'm rough around the edges on the track. I'm still learning, and I'm trying to curb my enthusiasm. Let's use that word.
So you said a little rough around the track. I am going to give you the opportunity right now for people that may not know this story to tell the story of the first time you were on the racetrack with me.
Oh Lord. What was it? IndyCar
Yeah.
Thursdays or something. Yeah, and I went down onto the apron, started to make my pass going by Andy, and I'm like, cool. I don't know where he's at, but I'm coming back up on the track because I'm running out of apron. Andy held his line. Brian didn't. Andy hit the wall. Brian didn't. So, what did I do though, Andy? What did I do out of response? Because I felt bad.
Yeah, I think you parked yourself, but yeah, lesson learned, right? You can't give up the track and then expect the track to be there when you want it.
Don't touch the apron
next to me,
unless you got about 50 miles an hour faster speed than the person you're passing, especially if it's Shaner, because he's not giving you that room. That real estate's his, and he's going to make sure you
I'm
know
on
that.
the track. You're not, right?
I'm already on the track.
Maybe, you know what? You just made me think of something. Maybe this is the reason that the red line is considered out of bounds at TDR at Atlanta.
So
That might be.
I remembered my question. Okay, so you see what tonight's awards are with these challenge coins, and so you're obviously familiar with the military with challenge coins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you think the way we've presented these coins fits into those type of values?
Absolutely.
Same as the military.
Except I gotta critique Dustin a little bit, if I may. A challenge coin is like when they started. If two soldiers were in the bar, and one of them put down a challenge coin, if the other soldier put down a challenge coin that was of higher value, meaning you got a challenge coin from a company commander, but the other soldier puts down that's a challenge coin from the battalion commander, the lower challenge coin loses his coin, plus he has to buy a drink for the other guy.
Oh, good. So what you're telling me is we have to get more valuable challenge coins.
I mean, I'm not going to directly say that, but
and then
So that everybody, and I'll be the only one that has them. I'll be the only one that has them, so that everybody can buy me a drink.
I'll get the one back. I'll get the one back from my mom, and I'll make you buy me a drink, Andy.
And I mean, I think we've all kind of heard about them. Us civilians have, and that's a good way to look. That's a way I'd never heard of it, and that's awesome. On how you guys treat the challenge coins. And I guess my question would be, right. And I guess my question would be, before we send you back up there, and I don't know if you're going to go drag racing or not, but before I send you back up there, would be what's a challenge that you give TDR members this year to strive for one of them coins? What's a challenge you could give everybody?
Don't follow Boyd's example sometimes. I mean, no.
Well, that comes out and says it. I mean, but no, I mean, with you being from the military, being around them, that's why I figured, how you guys earned them and stuff. I mean, what's a good way to challenge these TDR members that want to strive to get one of these coins, which I think everybody should.
Never put your needs or wants above anybody else's.
Very good.
Great.
Well, there's some people out there that they may be quiet and not saying names obviously, but there's people out there that are quiet that some of their concerns or needs are unspoken, and giving somebody an ear to talk to would be the awesome standpoint for any one of us to be that ear.
Absolutely. That is a
Well said, bud. Well said.
perfect challenge for everybody out there. Well, thank you, Boyd, for all that you did for our members this year in caring for their needs, whether it be electronically or just mentally. We appreciate everything you do.
Absolutely. Thank you for throwing this for us and putting this on for us.
Absolutely. We're going to send you back to the party. Enjoy yourself. And
to answer the question, I won't be drag racing. I'm going to be racing trying to wrap presents because I got a ton of them. And can I give a big shout out to somebody though?
Sure.
Go right ahead.
When I kind of started running a little bit tight on funds, getting closer to the holidays, and Paul Vosberg stepped in, and he started funding the practices, the early practices before the actual practice for the races, for anybody to join in with the Veterans League drivers racing, to practice for the races.
Awesome.
Well
Thank
said.
you, Paul, for stepping up, Paul, and doing that, because I think that's cool that you guys put that together for your unique community inside of our community, right?
It wasn't just for our community; that was for everybody.
Anybody could have came and raced.
I mean, I worked with Tyler one time and helped him get faster at a specific track. So
Awesome to hear. Well, you have fun wrapping some gifts, and we'll get you back up to the driver's lounge and hang out with some guys before you go wrap them gifts. And have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you later.
you do the same, guys. You do the same. Merry Christmas to everybody watching too.
All right, we'll talk to you later, bud.
Bye bye.
Well, we have
well
time.
said by him.
Yeah, we have time for one more before everybody gets going here, and if we want to get into that thing at all. So I think we need to talk to the guy who got the last award.
Yeah, I think we got to talk to the number 96 and have a good conversation with the exciting driver of the year.
Yes, sir. See if we can't get him down here and hang out with us for a minute.
Welcome, Mr. Trombley.
Mr. Excitement, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. Congratulations on your award tonight. Taking the value for exciting. You had an awesome year this year.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. It means a lot.
How did you kind of feel about the awards and how they were based on the TDR values tonight?
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought this was possibly even better than last year's.
Even though we had all the celebrities last year?
Yeah, I'm not much of a celebrity guy.
We had one. We had Blair.
Yeah, we had Mr. Blair.
Yeah, that's fair.
But your award was the replacement for driver of the year, so you would be considered that as well. But it was based on also being humble in winning, right? And we don't see a lot of you kind of boasting your wins, but you're just more part of the family. And if you win, you win. If you do well, you do well. If you don't, so be it sometimes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I just try to be there.
You got to be there at the end, right?
Yeah, I try to participate in basically every race I can with TDR. I run in basically every league besides the Vets League.
So, and just being there, let's talk about the one win he had in the Iconic Series.
Which one?
If he remembers correctly, somebody, the leader of the race was David was in second place.
You talking about Indy, aren't you?
The leader of the race was trying to lap the entire field.
Yeah.
And David was doing his thing, running in second place, and what happened, Mr. Trombley?
I apparently made Ryan get a bit tight.
Yeah, I think he got caught up under your wing under there, and that's what happens with them cars, and it throws you for a ride sometimes.
So
You get
here we
air
had it.
behind another car, and it is brutal.
Very brutal.
So here we had the difference between, and this is not a knock on Ryan. Don't everybody take it that way, because Ryan is very helpful to a lot of people. But here is the one of the examples of why David won the award. Right, you had a guy. He's like, well, I gotta lap the whole field rather than just win it and be graceful winner. He's got to lap the whole field. Well, it ended up being your day because of that, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, just running my line, doing my thing.
And that's what it's about.
What do you want to see out of TDR come in 2023?
I'm gonna agree with basically what everybody else said. More drivers representing our values. That would definitely mean a lot. As somebody who's been with TDR for quite a few years now, there's a few leagues that maybe are lacking in some driver accounts that. So maybe I don't know. Yeah, we're changing things up a bit, so we're gonna have the modified starting in the new year. So
Yep, that'll be exciting.
I believe that'll be a good one.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. We do have one comment that came in since you've been in here, and that was Blair saying he's not a celebrity at all.
More of a celebrity than probably any of us in here. So,
but David, thank you for all you do in TDR, and thank you for coming out every single night and racing with us and living the values when you do it. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Love you guys and all the drivers that I get to race with night in, night out.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Trombley. You're a great guy to drive around and a great guy to talk to, and I think we all enjoy hearing your excitement every night.
We'll get you back to the party. Enjoy yourself. If you're drag racing tonight, maybe we will see you out there.
Yeah,
have a good night,
check it out.
Trombley.
Thank you, too.
Well, that does it for us.
It was great night with these awards, Andy. Thanks for the invite and inviting me into this. This was a great time. Listen to some of these guys afterwards about the values for next year. We just got to deal with that and get into it and have some fun next year. This week coming up, we got some fun races. I know some of our plans, some aren't, but what else you got to say, Andy, before we get into everything else?
That's it. Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you to all our award winners and nominees, and everybody who's just hanging out in Discord. I think it's just awesome. I'm looking forward to a really strong 2023 out of TDR. Hopefully a lot more nights like this where everybody's just hanging out and enjoying everybody's company. That's what I'm looking forward to. Dustin, final thoughts?
Just kind of what you said there. Looking forward to 2023. Seeing what the TDR family brings to the races and inside and outside TDR. I guess all I really have to say is happy holidays, everybody out there. Have a safe holiday season and New Year. And we'll see you in 2023 with more exciting stuff and more charity races and more fun. And that's what TDR is. It's more fun. Tyler, thank you for everything you've done for this. Brought us all together, and appreciate you 110%. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, everybody have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And we'll see you all next year.
That's right.